Sofirn Q8 Pro, the worthy upgrade of the original BLF Q8, designed by the BLF members and produced by the Torfire, or just a simple step in a race for lumens that cannot be avoided? Well, let's find out. Hello YouTube, flashlight enthusiast here, and today I would like to show you the upgrade of the original BLF Q8 produced by Torfire, and now as the Sofirn acquired the brand and rights to produce the Q8, they released the Sofirn Q8 Pro with XHP50.2 LEDs and 11,000 lumens of output. Is it worth the upgrade of the original BLF Q8, and what are their differences? Well, I will try to cover the differences between those two flashlights in a separate video, but now let's focus purely on the Q8 Pro. So without further ado, let's show you what you get in the package. Alright, so this is the package. I got this one from the Amazon Germany because this is the closest destination I can purchase it from with the reviewer discount, but I bought it from my own money, so let me assure you that I will tell you everything I think about it without any hesitation. So standard plain Sofirn box with the Sofirn logo here under the stickers, quality, innovation, value, motto, and here's some QR codes for the Sofirn AliExpress Alibaba store and official Sofirn Lite website. Apart from that, plain standard Sofirn box, nothing fancy here, but it protects the package from being destroyed in the transportation, so that's nice. Let's open this up and show you what we've got inside. So first of all, we've got the pretty thick manual in English with nice graph of simple UI, and also the other side is in English, so I guess this is the European version of the manual, but probably from the international website you will get also the one in English or maybe German or Russian, but this one, what I've got here, is pure English, so definitely sufficient for me. Apart from that, we also get the quality USB to USB-C charging cable, because yep, this one is USB-C rechargeable. How nice of Sofirn. Apart from that, we've got triple O-ring replacement. One is thicker, the two of them are a little bit thinner. I'm not sure why, but it's always nice to see triple O-ring replacement, something extra, and the spare rubber switch cover. Good. And apart from that, yeah, as you can see, we've got the flashlight wrapped nicely in this bubble wrap to protect it during the transportation from being scratched. As you can see, we've got this orange sticker to remind you to remove the insulation before you operate the flashlight, so let's take it off. Wow, looks good, doesn't it? Okay, so let's remove the insulation first and show you the insides of this flashlight. Okay, so this is the insulation cardboard. Just remove it carefully to show the ring contact here. And this is the kit version, as you can see. Okay, so I believe you can choose the free versions, so Q8 Pro alone. Then the second package is with batteries, and the third package is with batteries, diffuser and holster, as you can see right now on the screen. So the one you can buy on their official Sofirn website, but when you buy on Amazon, you by default get the package number 2, so with 4 batteries but without any holster or diffuser. That's a shame, but so I cannot comment on the holster, but it is nice that they offer batteries in stock, so you don't have to worry about buying them separately somewhere else. The batteries are Sofirn branded 18650 standard high discharge batteries with 3 ampere hours. of battery capacity. Button top to make a nice contact with this ring contact. So basically, well thought design, quality, good batteries, nothing to add here. And as you will probably see, we've got some thick, nice springs down there. Actually, they are double springs, and these are excellent for delivering high current with low resistance. So even if you bypass them with wire, you won't feel much difference because these springs are really high quality. So good job Sofirn here. I remember original BLF Q8 could boost in current and brightness just by bypassing wires or removing the springs, and I believe Sofirn did a good job here and installed the nice quality springs from the factory. So these are just optimized for delivering high currents and low resistance for these 4 amazing powerful LEDs. Okay, just one comment here. The threads are square, quite thick, well greased, so excellent job here as well. And as you will probably see, this is identical battery tube as the original BLF Q8 produced by Sofirn, not by Torfire, but the design is here identical. Okay, so just screw down. Everything's perfectly smooth, very well done. Okay, first thing first, this is the Anduril 2, so if you are a more advanced user, I advise you to go to the advanced UI straightforward, because in that way you could adjust the brightness, the floor and ceiling level, as well as some other functions. But and this flashlight is by default loaded in the simple UI, so you cannot even adjust the auxiliary LEDs under the switch brightness in this mode. So if you would like to toggle between the simple UI and advanced UI, just 10 click and hold. Alright, 10H is the shortcut for the advanced UI. I'm already in the advanced UI, so as you can see, 7 clicks will adjust the auxiliary LEDs, and this is probably the fastest way to determine whether you are in simple or advanced UI. So these are the low mode auxiliary LEDs, and this is the high brightness. This is quite powerful. Okay, so in terms of build quality, the knurling here is a little bit aggressive, but still not feeling sharp, and the grip is good. Here, no sharp edges on the cooling fins here. As you can see, we've got a nice rubber switch with good feeling. The click is really, tactile feedback is good on this one. You can definitely feel the click as you move the finger past it, and the click is definitely noticeable. Okay, it feels good in your hand. Just on the right side we've got the USB-C charging port, and this one is actually quite special because not only it can charge your flashlight in around 5 hours, but you can also charge other flashlights or phones or other USB-C devices from this flashlight, because it does feature a power bank function. Okay, so let's just demonstrate the power bank feature. So you remove the rubber cover and plug other flashlights, for example the Sofirn SC21, via the USB-C charging cable. And as you can see, we've got orange LEDs appearing. Sometimes you say it's red. And as you can see, the Sofirn SC21 is charging from the Q8 Pro. Okay, very nice design. I like that one. Charging the battery capacity, you can with ease charge other devices and still have plenty of power left in this newer Q8 Pro. Just a couple seconds after you unplug, you still have this sign that the Sofirn Q8 Pro is being discharged. My bad, sorry guys, I didn't show you the charging of this Sofirn Q8 Pro. And the interesting fact is that you've got 3 LEDs colors under the switch. So you've got regular green one as an indicator of the flashlight, the location. but you also got the red or orange LEDs to show you the discharge, but you also got the blue ones that are built under the switch to show you the charging. Alright, so when you plug in the USB-C charging cable, you will notice the blue LED blinking to show you the charging is in process. When the charging is finished, the blue one will go solid. Okay, so interesting thing is also that when you unplug the cable, it will go orange for a couple of seconds to show you that this charging is being in place. That's something interesting. So the full charging of the flashlight with this 2.22 amps charging rate, which was measured by my homemade kit, took me around 5.5 hours. So pretty good charging rate for 4 18650 batteries inside this little Sofirn Q8 Pro. So let's unplug it and show you the orange LEDs, as you can see, for a couple of seconds. Something interesting, but Sofirn assured me that it's perfectly fine and normal behavior. Let's go through the basic UI real quick. So one click for on, one click for off. Hold the button from off to enter the lowest moonlight mode, and then obviously you can hold the switch while the flashlight is on to ramp up and ramp down the brightness. The ramping is really cool. This is Anduril 2, so I have no comments here. Obviously double tap from any brightness while on to go straight into turbo mode, and from off you can actually double tap to go into the max ramp mode, and then double click again to go into the turbo mode. As you can see, the flashlight shows you that it has been discharging not from the USB but from the LEDs themselves. Obviously you have some other special features of Anduril 2 which I will not cover here. You can check my Anduril 2 tutorial right in the top right corner. Okay, one thing I would like to mention is that as you can see, the new Q8 Pro uses the Cree XHP50.2 LEDs. This is the 3-volt version, so unfortunately this is by default cool white emitter, 6500 Kelvin. As you can see, Sofirn decided to change the reflector for the orange peel rather than smooth like the original one was. And I think this is a good move because with this large dice LEDs, the tint shift tend to be worse, and orange peel reflectors definitely smooth it a little bit. So for me, even though it is the cool white, it does not look bad at all. I would say it is even pleasant to my eyes, and this is just pure white with as little artifacts as possible. Tint shift is also almost invisible, so definitely good job here, Sofirn. Interesting fact is that on their website I could see some other tints of these LEDs available, so I'm not sure why Sofirn did not offer any other versions of the Q8 Pro in terms of tint. But when I saw the LEDs on this website, as they were unavailable for some quite a long time, I decided to purchase it. And obviously, guys, as you may probably know by now, I have the second version with 5000K LEDs reflowed by my good friend, professional modder. And I would like, guys, to show you the differences between the original stock version 6500K and the modded one, the 5000K version. Same LEDs, same flashlight, same driver, everything the same, despite the LEDs tint, and obviously purchased from Sofirn website. So let me tell you by now that I really like the neutral white tint even better, and surprisingly it turned out to be a little bit more powerful and throwy than the stock 6500K version. So this is a little bit surprising, judging that 5000K should be LEDs with lower efficiency and a little bit lower lumens, but this is not the case here. I don't know, maybe it's the bin version that matters, but the fact is they both produce over 11,000 lumens. So I believe maybe Sofirn in the future could also include the 5000K version of the Q8 Pro, or maybe something in between. As you could see, the 53 to 5700K version LEDs are also available from them. So let's show you the runtime graphs real quick. So as you can see here, we've got this 6500K version turbo runtime graph. As you can see, this is insane performance. Look at the top right corner here for the first 10 minutes zoom in. As you can see, the step down occurred at 1 minute 53 seconds from over 10,000 lumens to a bit over 5,000, and then we've got the 55 degrees body temperature. So obviously this is Anduril 2, so I set the highest possible limit of 70 degrees Celsius, but still the flashlight did not exceed 59 degrees as I did not repeatedly reset the flashlight. So as you can see, it tried to stabilize. Obviously this is not a boost driver or something like that, but it is similar characteristics to their SST40 SP36 Pro version. So around 1500 lumens for 2 hours. This is definitely a super nice amount of light, sustainable for this time. And obviously you can always reset it to turbo mode. Obviously the brightness will decline as the maximum brightness available will decline as the battery voltage drops, because this is still a linear driver. But the performance, I think, is at least respectable for such amount of light that the turbo can be sustained for almost 2 minutes. This is insane. Very well done, Sofirn. So moving to the 5000K turbo, as you can see, it is a little bit less efficient in terms of heat dissipation. So as you could see, it stepped down at 1 minute 24 seconds mark, so 30 seconds earlier than the 6500K version, but still the step down occurred from over 10,000 lumens to a level of over 4,000K, so a little bit lower, but the sustainable output and temperature was just the same, so 59 Celsius and 1500 lumens for around 2 hours. So pretty similar performance, and the tint is a little bit more pleasant, so I think the nice upgrade and an option to consider. So now the max ramp of the 6500K version. Here, as you could see, the output could be sustained for 5 minutes and 40 seconds, so over 5000 lumens for such amount of time. Then the body temperature achieved 57 degrees, but well, after the step down to around 1500 lumens again, it decreased to around 53 degrees, and the output was held for around 2 hours. So pretty nice result, especially the first one. So 5000 lumens for almost 6 minutes. This is definitely insane amount of light from a flashlight this size. And 5000K max ramp, as you could see, a little bit shorter result here, 4 minutes and 15 seconds before the step down. Flashlight achieved 57 degrees, so same result, and then it was a little bit hotter, so it did not exceed 58 degrees, but it is still 5 degrees more than the cool white version, but the amount of light is the same. So this is just maybe this is just a thermal paste that my friend changed in the flashlight, or maybe this is just the efficiency of the LEDs that is lower in the warmer tint, but still I'm pretty much satisfied with the result. Okay guys, so let's go with these two babies to the forest and show you the differences, the beam shots and the performance in real world. This is the original BLF Q8. This is the turbo mode, around 5000 lumens. Nice hotspot here, as you can see. Plenty of sidelight. Definitely good universal beam pattern. And this is the Sofirn Q8 Pro. Let's go to the top ramp. And now the turbo mode. Oh, wow. That's amazing. You can definitely see the difference here, huh? Much more sidelight here. Holding the turbo nice. And still you have some range to it. About the same beam distance, around 500 meters, but a lot more light here on the side, so even more universal beam pattern. You don't get this massive hotspot and some nice side light, but you get even bigger hotspot, brighter hotspot, and much more light at your side. So for me this is definitely a worthy upgrade, and I like that this flashlight does not get hot so easily, so quickly. So Sofirn definitely thought it up nicely and designed the flashlight so that it will hold the turbo for quite a lot of time. This is good, definitely good. Still holding the brightness. So let's drop to the max ramp. As you can see, now the turbo mode again, and the flashlight does not get that hot yet. I can still hold it without any problems. Here on the head, still holding that brightness very well. Okay, and now let's check the modded 5000K version. Okay, so this is max ramp and turbo mode. I don't know if you can tell the difference by the beam color, but it has swapped LEDs for 5000K XHP50.2 3-volt emitter. I found it on the Sofirn website and, well, figured out I could try to check whether it was different, maybe better, maybe worse than the stock 6500K version. The output is pretty similar, and it is a little bit more yellowish in beam color, and I believe it throws a little bit better. But apart from that, worthy upgrade, definitely. Very nice. Again, this is the max ramp version. Max ramp mode, ceiling, and now the turbo one. Sofirn Q8 Pro 5000K turbo 6500K turbo 5000K 6500K 5000 6500. Alright guys, summing up, these are definitely worth an upgrade of the original BLF Q8 in my opinion. Not only it does feature Anduril 2 USB-C charging and discharging protocol, as well as improved design, that is worth upgrading for me, but also the performance of these LEDs are simply marvelous. So I think this is definitely a worthy upgrade. I enjoyed reviewing this one, and I cannot say a bad thing about this flashlight, really. I mean, I cannot. I'm simply amazed by its performance, all the build quality, and the sheer output that it offers. I cannot say a bad word about it, so definitely recommending this one to you guys. I hope I covered all the topics concerning this one, and again, if you'd like to see the comparison between this one and the older one, check my other video that should be available on my channel soon. So guys, if you have any questions about this flashlight, please leave them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more videos to come. As well, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.